And we're back. I got lots of stuff to talk about, AI and other technology, but I want to talk about a new course that I have at the WP Minute. Hire Smart and Scope Right. It's your way of selecting a WordPress agency to work on your next WordPress project. Or, now listen up, if you're a freelancer or an agency owner, or this is amazing for your clients. Because this course isn't about like which plugins to use, which themes to use for my project. It gets people thinking in the right mindset of what's going to make a successful project. And that is critical thinking, it's planning, it's communication. It's about the different types of projects you can build with WordPress and what that means for different types of customers. Like, hey, I'm just a small business bakery. What kind of things do I need to make my project successful? Or I'm a mid-level manager who got tasked to run this WordPress site and I'm in some kind of enterprise or big business. I don't really know what's going on, but I need to make the right decisions so that I don't get fired and I look like the hero. That's who this course is for. And we're taking you through those very intelligent decisions backed by Eric Karkovac, who's your instructor, 30 years in the business. Myself, with just the same amount of time, running an agency for a decade and seeing many, many things in the WordPress space and having many careers in the WordPress space. This course sits right alongside of our hosting course, which is another great combo to elevating the experience of WordPress. And that's the game we're trying to play here. Both courses are free, thanks to our pillar sponsors. You're going to learn a lot, thanks to our pillar sponsors. Your customers are going to learn a lot, thanks to our pillar sponsors. Send them the course. If your customers need to know what it's like to make the right decisions for hiring you, chances are I'm going to be telling them all the things that you already do as a great advocate for WordPress and a great WordPress agency are all going to be in that course. So use it as like a pre-sales thing. You know, it's one of those things in the sales process to be like, hey, don't take my word for it. Everything I've told you in this pitch deck or in our short, free 30-minute consultation call, you can go learn on your own at this respected publication for WordPress, the wpminute.com/courses. They can register for a course. They can get educated. And then they can come back to you and say, you know what, you're right. And in fact, I will slow down. I will plan better. I will give better communication. I'll give you all the specs. I'll tell you what my goal is. Here's how it affects my business. Here's how we're going to scale. Eventually, we want e-commerce, so I need you around. Maybe we don't need to do the whole $20,000 budget right now because that's way too much for us to spend, and we're really unsure where 6 months to a year comes for the business. So let's do something smaller, put you on a retainer. Bob's your uncle. One of the biggest issues, and I'm sure you'll agree, with WordPress, of course, is the branding, but also that brand sentiment of slow, it's clunky, it gets hacked, it's too confusing, you know, there's too many plugins, there's too many, you know, when I need to edit it, there's too many things that happen. Somebody built it for me and they're gone now and I don't know what to do with it. The WP Minute is on a mission to enhance the experience of WordPress through education. And we're doing this in our first 2 free courses, which teaches users how to pick the right web host, because that solves your performance, your security, not all of it, obviously, but a large chunk of it. I think a large reason why people have complained about WordPress is because they've picked a $5 web host and they didn't maintain their plugin. It wasn't managed WordPress hosting. Pick a great web host for your type of project, for your needs, for your customers' needs. And now figure out how to build that WordPress website the right way, from the business perspective, from the fundamentals, not the plugins and the themes. We'll maybe create another course on that later. But the fundamentals of, am I operating WordPress the right way in these 2 pillars of experience? Hosting and core components, core partnership. Did I build it the right way? This is our way of trying to help users have a better experience for WordPress through education. It's not about gigabytes and bandwidth, plugins, and JSON files. It's about humans making intelligent decisions for their WordPress website and for the goals of their WordPress website and their team and their brand and their partners. So check it out. thewpminute.com/courses. Please register, take the course, give us your feedback. You get a certificate. You get a certificate in both. You can tell your boss if you're working for an agency, hey, now I know what it's like to service customers the right way. Now I know what customers want when they come to us as a respected WordPress agency. Here's the other thing I've found as somebody who has run an agency himself and who has worked at a handful of WordPress companies through my professional career. Not everybody working in WordPress loves WordPress, maybe like you and I. Certainly not like me. And oftentimes, they don't know the ins and outs of the WordPress community, picking great software, the ecosystem, how all of this stuff comes together for that better experience. Give this course to your employees. If they pass the little quiz at the end, buy them lunch. There's a thing. Completely free, thanks to our pillar sponsors at the WP Minute. Register now, thewpminute.com/courses. You got a question about the course? Send me an email, matt@thewpminute.com. Please share it on social media. It really helps. We want to spread the word. We want people to have a better experience for WordPress.